Hey guys, this is Kristen at Cooking in the County, and I'm back again today, and I'm gonna do some turkey roll-ups. Now, I've never made these before. You may have seen them. A lot of my friends have been reposting it on Facebook. This very simple meal looks really yummy, okay? We're gonna do this, and I'm gonna help you make a full meal. I'm gonna say less than 30 minutes. I think we can do this. Now, they used box stuffing. I'm gonna use packaged potatoes. We're gonna use packaged gravy. This is against all what I normally do, but I am a stay-at-home mom, so I can stay home and I can make homemade gravy and I can make mashed potatoes and I can make homemade condensed soup for our green bean casserole. I can do that, but I know a lot of you cannot because you were out working, but you want to come home and you want to eat something really yummy and make it really quickly so you can sit down and relax and see your family for the night. So I am going to make this what I like to call semi-homemade, okay? Now, I have videos scroll through all my videos. I show you how to make my homemade mashed potatoes. I show you how to make my gravy. I show you how to make my green bean casserole. And I also show you how to make your own condensed soup, okay? But today, we are gonna throw this together so you can get a meal and it's gonna taste delicious. I promise, okay? So, here's a list of ingredients you're gonna need. Now, don't get overwhelmed. It sounds like a lot, but it's not gonna be, okay? You're gonna need ingredients for turkey roll-ups with stuffing, green bean casserole, mashed potatoes, and gravy. But we're gonna do it and it's gonna be quick, so don't get overwhelmed. So here's a list of ingredients you're gonna need. For your stuffing, you'll need a box of traditional stuffing and some water and a 1/4 cup of butter. Your green bean casserole, you're gonna need either a bag of steamable or 2 cans of green beans, some crispy fried onions, a can of condensed cream of mushroom or cream of chicken, and some milk. For your mashed potatoes, you're gonna need a couple packages of instant mashed potatoes. You need some butter, water, and it's not pictured here, but I also want you to use some milk. And for the gravy, very simple, a couple gravy packets and some water. I did find that this brand was extremely salty, so you choose the gravy mix that you like best. And you're gonna need some thick slices of turkey from the deli. I use about 1.5 pounds to make 6 roll-ups. So you decide how many you want and decide how many pounds that you need. Don't get overwhelmed with so many steps. This really will go quickly. Just get a 9x13 pan out, a couple tins, a whisk, a scraper, a measuring cup, a bowl, and a saucepan, and you guys got this. So, first thing we're gonna make is the stuffing because it's got to sit for 5 minutes after the water starts boiling. So I have 1.3 cups of water in this pot. It's almost boiling. And we're going to put 4 tablespoons of butter, okay? So I'm going to put that in there right now because it's going to start boiling. And I personally love Bell's stuffing. You use the stuffing that you like, right? Because what do I always say? It's your kitchen, you do you. I am just giving you some ideas on what you can do and what you can make. You take what I am doing and you add to it, you take away, whatever you want to do. These are just ideas. There's no, don't believe there's always just one way to do something. I guess that's just who I am. Okay, let's see. This is now boiling. I love the smells of Bell's. I love the smell of Bell's stuffing. So I'm putting this in. We're gonna shut the heat off and we're gonna put the cover on it to stir it just a smidge. We're gonna let this sit for 5 minutes. And while we do that, we're gonna whip together some mashed potatoes very quickly. And they're gonna be yummy. They're not gonna taste fake. Well, maybe a little, but not bad. Okay, on to the mashed potatoes. How I feel like I am successful in the kitchen is I have everything I need before I start at all. So I have my pans, I have my bowls, I have all my ingredients that I need. I know it's gonna take a few minutes, but you're gonna have to go get it anyway. So it's so much easier to just do it at the beginning. I just know it will help you. So anyway, we're gonna use, they say that these are real mashed potatoes. They're just potato flakes. I'm gonna use 2 packages for my family, okay? I'm gonna show you how I make these, and they're gonna taste yummy, okay? So each package says you need 2 cups of water. So we're gonna need 4 cups of liquid. I am using 2 cups of milk and 2 cups of water. We're gonna put this in a microwave safe dish. And we're gonna add 4 tablespoons of butter. And we're gonna throw this in the microwave for, I'm gonna say 4 minutes because we want this to be very, very warm, okay? So I'm gonna start at 4 minutes. Okay. While we are waiting on that, this is going very quick, guys, going very quick. I'm gonna work on our green bean casserole, okay? Not everybody likes green bean casserole. My husband loves green bean casserole, and the lady that had the recipe on Facebook said they had green bean casserole with it, so I wanted to do that, okay? So, I did not have a can of cream of mushroom soup to go with this. Number one, my husband does not like cream of mushroom soup, okay? He likes cream of chicken soup. So I use cream of chicken soup in my green bean casserole, but I make mine homemade. So just make pretend this is a can of cream of mushroom or cream of chicken, whichever one you like. We like cream of chicken. So this is cream of chicken. We're gonna put that in. See, it's just like the soup. It's very thick. And you just use this just like the recipe says. Add 3/4 cup of milk, right? I'm gonna add my house seasoning, salt, pepper, garlic. We're just gonna mix this up just a little bit. Okay, I'm just gonna add our beans to it. Now you can use any beans you want. I typically use canned green beans, but for some reason I didn't have any canned green beans today. But I have the microwave, steamable green beans. So I'm just gonna stir this up a little bit. It's a little clumpy, but just give it a second and it will break up. So we're gonna get that together. I'm mixing. Come together. Just wanna make sure my milk isn't no, my milk isn't boiling, milk and water. Okay. I need to turn my oven on too, 350. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna get all of this together and it's all going to bake all at the same time for 30 minutes, okay? Then you're gonna have your meal all ready. I was also gonna make like a quick little dessert, but I didn't wanna overwhelm you all, so we're just gonna do this one for today. I know it seems like a lot at first, but it's really not gonna be. And your cream of mushroom soup won't give you a hard time like this because it won't be cold. I put it in the fridge to kind of stiffen up a little bit, but it's gonna be fun. Okay, I'm gonna add my bag of beans. I did let it sit room temperature for the day. So they're not frozen anymore because I want them to, these are whole beans. Use the beans you like, okay? So I'm just gonna mix this all in. The soup looks lumpy, but it's gonna be perfectly fine once it goes into the oven and cooks. So I like to add a little bit of onions, the fried onions to this, and then we're gonna put some on top at the end too. Okay. So that's done. That's how quick that is. Don't diss it. It's really kind of yummy. Okay. Okay. So y'all know, probably most of you know that I own a business. Like made meals for people. So I have a lot of these little tin thingies left over, and they are so great for things like this. After it's cooked, you throw it away. Okay. You can get these on Amazon, and you can get these right at your grocery store. Utilize these. I don't use them all the time, but it will help with food cleanup for your dish cleanup at the end of the night. So all I'm gonna do is put this all in here. Okay. Sounds like our microwave just went off. So we're gonna throw our potatoes together. We're gonna try not to use too many bowls and dishes. So I'm gonna use this bowl for this, and I'm gonna rinse it out real quick. And then we're gonna use it for our potatoes as well. Okay. So look, already, one dish done. Okay. This one's done. If you can just go quickly, rinse and wash out a bowl, use it every time. Don't waste tons of dishes so you have lots of dishes to do at the end of the night. Okay, so this is all clean again. We're gonna get our milk. This is nice and warm, just the way I want it. Just gonna mix that butter in just a little bit. Okay, so 2 packages of mashed potatoes. I need a scissors. Okay, so I'm putting my mashed potatoes in. So, and here's 2 cups milk, 2 cups water, and 4 tablespoons of butter. Okay, 2 packages of mashed potatoes. We're gonna put these in here. And we're just gonna mix it up. Okay, and it says mix it. Remove boiling from heat and immediately stir until use a fork to moisten all potatoes and let it stand for 1 minute. Okay, this isn't a fork. This is a whisk, but it says let it sit for a minute. We're gonna let it stiffen itself up for a second. Now we're gonna get our stuffing. Okay, we're almost done, guys. Already, almost done. So this recipe requires some of the deli turkey that you get at the deli where you can get it sliced yourself. So you, according to the recipe, like remember, I've not made this before. This is my first time with you guys. According to the recipe, you want your slices pretty thick, okay? Can you see that? Not the thin sandwich slices. The lady in the recipe called them dinner slices. I've never heard that. I just told the deli lady to cut it pretty thick. So she did. Perfect. Okay. Need a 9 by 13. We're going to spray it. Okay. This is what we're going to do. So, organize here. Stuffing is all good. Stuffing, yummy. Smells so good. will take a fork to this because that's how you're supposed to do it. It's nice and dry. That's how I kind of want it for this recipe. Might be burn your hands a little. We'll see. So what we're doing is taking a piece of turkey, put the stuffing in it, we're gonna roll it up, put it in your pan, okay? I think I'm gonna do like 6 of these, I'm thinking. Okay, get a spoon. Not entirely sure how much stuffing to put in here, but not quite a bit, right? Stuffing. Okay. Can you see what I'm doing? Yep. Okay. I'm just going to take it and just roll it so it looks like that, right? Put it here. Then we're going to make some gravy, pour it on top, and now bake it, okay? So, see how many I can make here. I mean, all we're really doing is making sure it gets nice and warm. I mean, the turkey's already cooked, the stuffing's already cooked. All we're doing is just trying to get it to cook together. I feel like one of these is plenty for one person, okay? I really do. I'm feeding 5 tonight, so I'll probably end up making 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I feel like that little box of stuffing will do about 6. I feel like I kind of want them together. So that size small box of stuffing looks like it will do 6 perfectly, okay? So if you need to do more than 6, you need to probably do 2 boxes of stuffing, okay? Okay, that's the end of the stuffing. Some people are saying in this, the comments that it'd be really good with some cranberry sauce. I mean, that's totally up to you if that's the flavor you like. Turkey. That's good turkey. Okay, I'm gonna rinse this off because we're gonna use this pan again to make some gravy. Actually, before I make the gravy, I want to get our potatoes in another one of these little tins, okay? I'm gonna spray it because you're now going to bake these mashed potatoes, yum, with everything else. It's really gonna change the flavor, okay? I promise. So we let these sit just a second, and we're just gonna fluff them up a smidge. And now we're gonna put them in this tin, okay? And we're gonna bake them with the turkey roll-up and the green bean casserole, okay? I think it's gonna change your mind about boxed potatoes, okay? Okay. So the last thing we have to do is make some gravy and everything's going in the oven. See, that did not take long, guys. Look what we're gonna have for supper, okay? Okay, let's go make some gravy. Two packages of gravy mix, 2 cups, because each one wants a cup, 2 cups of very cold water. Now remember, guys, I do have a link. I will add a link to the bottom of this video of how to make homemade gravy, how to make homemade mashed potatoes, green bean casserole, all of the stuff. I'm not show you how to make homemade stuffing. But we don't always have the time for that. We just don't. And you just want something Quick, but also delicious, and I have no reason to think that this is not going to be delicious, okay? So I'm just gonna add these packets of gravy to our pot, okay? If you have time on the weekend to make a full-blown turkey and mashed potato meal, go ahead. But if you don't, make this, okay? Okay. See guys, it's all almost done. Then you're just gonna throw it in the oven and let it bake for a half an hour. You'll have time to clean up the kitchen a little bit so you can actually sit down, relax, and enjoy a really good meal. Okay. Now we gotta let this boil so it can get thick, okay? So while I'm doing that, what you need to do too is clean up the rest of your kitchen so you have, while you're waiting, clean up. Okay. About ready to boil. You're supposed to let it boil for about a minute once it boils. And do that only because I love cracked black pepper. I'm gonna add quite a bit to this gravy just because I feel like that will make it taste really good. I'm not gonna add any more salt because, not to put it down, but a lot of the boxed stuff or packaged stuff is extremely salty. So you wanna be really careful with adding more salt if you don't need to, okay? You can add salt on once it's cooked or whatever. But I do love to add pepper. And I'll probably add some pepper to everything over there and do that really quickly. Okay, so now we are boiling. Okay, good. Keep it whisking so it doesn't stick to the bottom. And we're almost ready to go into the oven. I'm not gonna use all this gravy, just some to put on the turkey because you might want some for your mashed potatoes and to put a little bit more on your turkey after as well, okay? But seriously guys, I know you can't tell, but it's only taken me 20 minutes, like this whole time, 20 minutes. Obviously you're gonna get an edited version of this, but I'm not kidding. This has taken me 20 minutes. It's gonna take 30 minutes in the oven to cook. And you're gonna have this delicious meal, seriously. Okay, I think we're good here. Just gonna let that boil just for a second. A lot of camera changing here. Okay, I think we're good. It's not wicked thick, as thick as I would like it to be, but maybe that's how real gravy's. I'm not gonna do anything to it. I'm not gonna jazz it up, as my kids would say. Mom, just leave it the way it is. I'm just gonna leave it. Okay, I'm gonna take a little ladle and I'm gonna put it around our turkey, okay? See how much we're gonna use. These are great, guys. These little tin things. You don't have to use them with everything, but use them for some things. So we're just gonna ladle some gravy on. Okay. That looks really good. Okay. Like I said, just leave a little bit left over, just in case I want some for the mashed potatoes or to add a little bit more to their turkey. Okay, I have about a cup, probably a cup left, okay? So, there's your turkey roll-ups. I'm gonna throw these in the oven, 350 for 30-35 minutes, okay? So, about 15 minutes in, I'm gonna add a little bit more French onions to go on the top of the green bean casserole so it can crisp up. But other than that, 30-35 minutes. Okay, everything is done. It smells amazing, looks amazing. me get another one of these. Turkey roll-ups look so good. Okay. Our green bean casserole. All finished. Looks great. And look how good these potatoes look, right? Okay, let's plate it up. A little bit of potatoes. Get a little bit of that crunchy on the top, still nice and soft on the bottom. And the star of the show, turkey roll-up. Add just a little bit more gravy. On potatoes. Okay. Very good. Bean casserole. Very yummy. Let's get into this. Stuffing. That's very good. I feel like if you're not real careful, it can get really salty. So be very careful about adding salt, any extra salt. It's actually quite perfect right now. And the turkey that you choose. That's very good, guys. Even add a little bit of cranberry sauce to your plate. You guys got to try this. Took me what, 15-20 minutes just to get it all together. 30 minutes in the oven at 350, and you have this whole delicious meal. Okay guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you like what you're seeing. Still got lots more things that I have that I want to bring to you. So keep watching, keep liking, and I hope you try this. Let me know if you do down in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Thanks guys.